Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be speaking about educational credential assessment, which is where we stopped after we spoke about the language requirement. And basically you're just seeing inside of CrossIron Mills because the last video was just mostly concentrated on the exterior. Educational credential assessment, what is that? So it just means if you completed education outside of Canada, you need an assessment so to be eligible as a principal applicant for a federal skilled workers program or to earn points for education you got outside of Canada. You can also earn points for your spouse or your common law partner's education if they're coming with you to Canada. If you had your education in Canada, like if you have a Canadian degree, diploma, or certificate, you do not need that assessment. In most cases, you only need an assessment for your highest level of education. So let's say if you have a degree and you also, obviously, you also graduated high school, so you don't have to give to assess the high school diploma or whatever you call it in your country. You can just assess your degree because there's no way you went to a university without going to a high school or whatever. So yeah, just your highest level of education. If you have two, then well and good. In my case, I did have a diploma and a higher diploma. This is the only time I've ever been grateful for going to a technical college because my assessment was so good. I was like, oh my gosh. All right. Anyway, yeah, technical colleges here, you will come to find out that technical courses are very, do I say like they're like highly marketable or stuff, like the things in Kenya, my country, where we see like their low paying jobs or whatever, those are the things that sell here, like being an electrician or a plumber or a like those guys get paid so much. Most people would not even it's hard to even afford to get someone to assemble your furniture here because in our countries it's free or it comes as an after sale service, but here it's not. Like you I remember when we were trying to put up our bed, it took us a whole day because it was either that or you paid $300 to have someone fix your bed. So yeah, kazi ya mikono as they call it in my country. Oh my gosh. Yeah, those are the people here. Those are the most important people here. Anyway, moving on swiftly. So how do you get an ECA? So we do have Canada has a designated organization. Designated. English is not my first language. That assess your education, and so you can search that up on Canada.ca. But basically, there are five: comparative education service, International Credential Assessment Service of Canada, World Education Services, International Qualifications Assessment Service, which is IQAS, International Credential Evaluation Service. This one is by British Columbia Institute of Technology. The first one is by University of Toronto School of Continuing Studies. So we used WES, and during that time there wasn't COVID, so I'm not sure how it is right now with WES, but we had to first register in WES, and then once you register and you pay and upload your documents, like your highest, whatever you want to be assessed, then you will need to contact your university. Here is where I said I spent 6 months trying to get transcripts because they had to send it directly to WES. So you're not supposed to print your own transcripts and send them. They want them from the institution directly, and if the institution is not able to mail them, then they can give it to you in a sealed envelope that they have signed. That's how it was. Right now I'm not sure how they are doing it. I don't know if they accept just online submissions or whatever, but That's how we were doing it. And once they receive it, then they will assess it and send you a mail with the results. So, and these results are valid for 5 years. So I would recommend you complete the ECA fast before completing language, because language assessment only lasts for 2 years. So yeah, I went fast for language, which I later realized didn't make any sense, because 2 years later it was already done, and I had already gone for another one anyway, so it didn't matter. But if you don't plan to go for like a second IELTS, don't do it. Just start with ECA fast. And basically, what does your report mean? It just shows that your foreign credential is valid and equal to a completed Canadian secondary school or post-secondary credential. If it shows that it isn't equal to a completed Canadian credential, or the foreign education institution is not recognized, then you will not meet the education requirement under the Federal Skilled Workers Program. You won't also get any points for it. So it's paramount to make sure that that it is what do you call it? that it meets the requirements. Yeah, basically. And if you don't have that, then get to work, enroll to a course right now. Yeah. And how do you submit your report? So for immigration purposes, right, you've already been sent this mail. You need to upload it. You enter the results and the reference number in your express entry profile. You keep your original documents, obviously. Be ready to upload copies if you receive your invitation to apply. If you have 2 or more credentials, at least one of the credentials must be of a program of 3 or more years in length. You need a valid educational credential assessment for each credential. Yeah, so that's what happened for my diploma of 3 years and my higher diploma of 2 years. And you will just see the fields on your profile to enter all that. So yeah, there is nothing there's nothing much in regards to education. That's just what is supposed to be done. We do have a designated professional body for physicians and pharmacists, separate from the other 5 that I told you, which are for the regular courses or the other courses, basically. Yeah. So after that, what did we do after the education? So we did it in, like, as I said, our order was kind of mixed up because we didn't know better, but now you know better. So it was IELTS for us first, and then ECA, but I recommend ECA first and then IELTS. So next time we'll talk about the remaining documents. So basically, from when we started discussing express entry, you know that you will need your passport, you will need your language result, you will need your ECA, and you also need your experience. So we'll discuss NOCs, which basically are the classifications of professional classifications, and then the rest of the remaining documents to create or to build an express entry profile. Thank you so much for watching today. See you next time. Bye.